biggest impact from fossil fuels is when it's eventually burned. It's like cigarettes. If you did a health impact assessment of cigarettes but you emitted the smoking of them, you'd get a very misleading figure of how dangerous they are.
Don't drill!
Hold still! In May 2019, our Parliament declared a climate emergency. Surrey County Council followed suit with some very fine words. However, what they did a few months later was to grant planning permission for this oil development.
When planning authorities are making decisions about whether or not to permit fossil fuel development, they should be looking at all of the climate impacts.
What's happened here with Surrey County Council is they confine their assessment of the climate impacts of this project to the emissions arising from basically the process of digging the oil up out of the ground. But they didn't look at the much larger volume of emissions that will result when the oil is inevitably burnt.
The only point of digging this stuff out of the ground is so that it will be burned.
Don't drill! Hold still! Don't drill!
The key central issue is whether or not decision makers have to consider the end-use emissions from fossil fuels when they consider planning permission for projects.
The government's Climate Change Committee, the International Energy Authority, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change are all saying we can have no new fossil fuel developments.
In this case, we've got Horse Hill Developments Limited defending this decision, but we've also seen West Cumbria Mining Limited get involved, and obviously they've got no connection with this case. Their mine is in the other end of the country in West Cumbria, and this is an oil drilling project in Surrey, so you can see the significance.
That means that every fossil fuel development in future, and also already permitted, they will have to assess it in the light of the full climate impact.
This is the campaign of the moment. The fossil fuel industry is dying. It will end. Whether it's this case that is a decisive one, we don't know yet, but sooner or later the judges will be educated to the point at which it will come to an end, and we will all have made a small contribution to that.
And I say no more, you say